Matthew Ward message, current status at assistance. With loving greetings from all souls at this station, this is Matthew. Dear ones, please take a break from feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, and inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Repeat this 3 times. If visualization comes easily to you, on the out-breath conjure the image of a pristine earth being gently enfolded in glistening golden white light. If that feels disruptive, just breathe, and let your heart feel light. Thank you. It would be good for you to do that so often it comes naturally. Rhythmic breathing draws in and anchors light to nourish your body, mind, and spirit, and to maintain balance. During this final stage of ridding Earth of darkness, that kind of breathing also is armor, in the midst of low vibrations. The dark ones will not go gently. They intend to cause chaos and destruction until their final moment, and we know only what they cannot pull off. The saber rattling that may provoke armed skirmishes will not result in WWII, and if by brashness or error missiles with nuclear warheads are shot into space, detonation will be prevented. The United States, which soon must be ended as a corporation and return to the republic form of governance the Founding Fathers established, is imploding politically. The charade of an imposter in the presidency needs to be over and done with. It remains to be seen what will happen to others in this sad government that includes clones and devils that are controlled by puppets of the darkness. On the 4th of July next year this country's citizens finally can celebrate actual independence. Whatever the dark ones thrust at your world, the White Hats, extraterrestrial special forces and crews in spacecraft surrounding Earth are at the ready to counterpunch. You know the light already has won the battle, so just be alert, confident and fearless in the months ahead. Now let us respond to the steer soul, whose feelings are shared by many other light workers, who, like he, incarnated several decades ago. 4 years messengers, like Matthew, have said the light won, darkness on Earth is ending. I'm old, tired and disillusioned by wanton killing and destruction, misused technology, deepening polarization, pandemics, and lethal fake vaccines. Will we ever see that we really did change anything for the better? Our memories of helping third-density civilizations weather the battle's ending times are clear and present, and it is with profuse empathy that we ask you to please be patient a little longer for evidence that you are making a world of difference, literally a different world. Beloved brothers and sisters, you are so close to seeing the benefits of the light forces in action. The divine plan to liberate Gaia and her life forms from darkness fits into a universal timeline that primarily affects your solar system because it is the part of the universe in which Earth revolves. All major events in the plan must happen in an order that keeps the synchronous relationship of affected celestial bodies within the time frame of optimal benefits for all. The more expansive the objective, the more action required, the greater and grander the achievement. Transforming life on Earth is a monumental undertaking because it requires eliminating every trace of darkness. Other bodies in the solar system are assisting by directing extra light to the specific activity whose frequency attracted it. We are not talking about a process ongoing 4 years longer, but months. And we are suggesting that you not try to make sense of what is happening. Nothing is as it seems. Along with blanketing the globe with benevolence and undergirding all light-based efforts, high vibratory levels can cause fatigue and lack of clarity in individuals dealing with physical, mental and emotional challenges. The vibrations may be releasing submerged conditions so they can be consciously known, handled and healed. To benefit from those kinds of growth opportunities, boost your energy and stabilize your centeredness by sleeping longer than usual, drinking a lot of pure water, spending time in nature, and breathing rhythmically. Keeping in mind that the universal law of attraction operates 24/7, think and speak with care. Thoughts and comments about being exhausted, confused, anxious or discouraged, for instance, is asking the universe to give you situations that cause those kinds of feelings. Uplifting thoughts of feeling strong, happy, positive and fulfilled will help you be that way. Please take good care of yourselves, beloved family. Matthew and other light messengers talk about advanced beings who love us and help us. I just read an article about entities who said their civilizations can't clean up a world its people chose to mess up because they can't interfere with anyone's free will. It didn't sound very loving or helpful. Could Matthew comment on it? We would not venture to speak about information without knowing exactly what it is, but we will happily comment on the reader's statement and connect the dots that show why Earth's peoples need and deserve the massive amount of assistance they are given. First, we say, it is true that no civilization has the prerogative or the responsibility to clean up another civilization's world. According to universal law, assistance is given only if requested. Ancestors of a population may cringe at what they see going on, but they cannot interfere unless they are asked. Nigh onto a century ago, Gaia's planetary body was so weak it was at risk of flying into space and certain destruction. She cried out for help, and countless numbers of extraterrestrials immediately answered her call. It started with highly evolved civilizations beaming light of such intensity that it freed the planet from the depths of third density and enabled it to embark on a steady ascension course. During the passing decades, souls from those civilizations incarnated on Earth and spread their own light to awaken the populace so they could take charge of their world. Your and your predecessors' participation has been invaluable, and that will continue with those to whom you pass the torch. Let us digress a moment. Mother, please copy the message Gaia gave you some years ago. I am Gaia, the soul of the planet you call Earth. Just as you, I can feel heavy-hearted or light-hearted. For long ages I wept when my spirit was broken. My people were hateful to each other and my body was soaked with their blood. I weep no longer because there is so much to feel joyful about, so much to feel thankful for. My light is not yet in full force, my body is not yet balanced. That is because some of my children still are being hateful to one another. Some of them are without love, without compassion, without the understanding that differences can be absolutely splendid when harmony and respect flow along the heart lines. Yet, I am joyful because I am on a journey like no other soul in this universe ever has traveled. I am going home, and you who are holding the light that is helping me move steadily and quickly forward are coming with me. Can you imagine a greater distinction than this journey we are sharing? Can you imagine a greater excitement than our ascension? I cannot. I ask to speak this day, to tell you of my gratitude for all of you. You were chosen from a great number of souls, triple the number that could incarnate and participate. This level of light service never before has been undertaken. We are playing a part in the grandest show ever performed in this universe. I feel the humility that mingles with sublime satisfaction for a job well done in the continuum. Our job is completed. As our travels continue, many wonders are in store for you and this world of ours. You have been told of many, so you can think of them and look forward to them, but actually living in the glorious time soon coming is beyond your imagining. All beings in this universe are watching this unfold, did you know? I cannot imagine such a vast audience. All the souls of light are cheering for us, so we shall continue giving them a good show, an experience worthy of even God's applause. I share my heart with you and my love for you is overflowing. Gaia gave me that message during a global meditation on June 2011 solstice. It is Gaia's message chapter in Earth's Golden Age. Thank you, Mother. Dear ones, whether you think of yourselves as volunteers, light workers, way showers, pathfinders, star seeds, or soul searchers, you need to know from Gaia herself how grateful she is that you are helping her go home. Home is high fifth density, where she, God, and Sol co-created her planetary body. Moving on now, it is not true that Earth's peoples chose to mess up their world. The population differs immensely in evolutionary status, reasons for incarnating, attitudes, actions, and intentions. You left advanced civilizations to help Earth's populace wake up, rebel against control, and manifest the peaceful world they want. Those who just now are waking are shocked by the extent of deception and corruption, and don't know where to begin to change it. Souls who are farther along in awareness may not yet know about the ages-old battle between the light forces and the dark, but they see what is wrong in their world and are stepping up to fix it. The energy of those groups desires to live peacefully, harmoniously, and prosperously attract the high vibrations sent out by various sources in the solar system. Individuals who are adamant about everyone conforming to their opinion of an issue keep polarization's low vibrations going full tilt. Still, if there could be a choice to mess up the world, or not to, it could only be what the Dark Ones and their minions have done with their free will choices. Furthermore, chose indicates alternatives were available, and none were. The universal law about requesting help also specifies that no civilization can impose its will upon another. Nevertheless, long before Terra was called Earth, puppets of the dark forces ignored that law and bulldozed their way to controlling the planet's residents. Since then the playing field never has been even. Successive populations were predominantly people with only 2 active DNA strands, and their greatly reduced intelligence, instinctiveness, intuition, and health made them easy prey for the dark forces. Once in captivity, the defenseless people endured severe hardships, and in their early years died from disease, famine, battlefield injuries, or childbirth. Struggling to merely survive brought out the worst in some individuals at the expense of others. That prevented souls from attaining the balanced experiencing that leads to evolvement. So God established karma, a universal law of cause and effect, or choices and consequences, and the planet, that once had been the actual Garden of Eden, became known as an excellent schoolhouse for mastering emotions. Souls from all over the universe who needed that for balance incarnated on the planet, and jumped on the karmic merry-go-round. They did that again and again, because puppets of the dark forces figuratively and literally kept one generation after another in the dark. Social engineering is a more current and perhaps less ominous term than brainwashing, but it is the same principle. Control information available to a non-suspecting populace. In this era it is mainstream media, the internet, publishing houses, educational systems, religious teachings, communication methods, and the timeless effectiveness of repeating a lie until it is accepted as fact. Repetition of false information and suppression of truths produced populations that unquestioningly obeyed authorities. To firmly establish divisiveness, the Dark Ones devised political, cultural, religious, financial and ideological labels, then taught bigotry and hatred of differences. Via wars, ignorance, impoverishment, and fear, for many, many millennia this evil empire kept captive the souls who incarnated on Earth. Gaia could not survive more suffering and bloodshed, and wanted to be rid of the darkness that is so entrenched her peoples did not even know it was controlling their lives. And that, beloved sisters and brothers, is why universal family members on Earth needed massive assistance, why your homelands responded immediately, why you eagerly volunteered to help, and why Gaia is profoundly grateful. All light beings in this universe honor you for steadfastness in your vital mission, and support you with unconditional love. Saint Germain, a new spiritual practice for the awakened. I am Saint Germain, keeper of the violet flame. You are welcoming in so much more of yourselves whenever you are in a state of relaxation, and I know that being in a state of relaxation is not something that you often think about or try to achieve as a spiritual practice. And you must realize that there is so much of an emphasis in your modern world on doing. You also have much that you can consume in terms of entertainment, and even information, but not all of that time spent absorbing and consuming information is relaxing. Even some of your shows and movies are rather unsettling and not very relaxing at all. To grant yourselves permission to have time to just do nothing and be is a spiritual practice, and it is one that I want to encourage more of you to engage in. Do not think for a moment that you have to be productive in order to earn your way to the completion of your ascension. You are able in fact to get so much more accomplished in your moments of relaxation, because you allow more to be done for you by your helpers, by your friends in the non-physical. And something else to recognize about that time you are relaxing is that you often get your best ideas when you are doing nothing. When you let yourselves slip into a state of relaxation, you are also existing in those moments without resistance, and resistance causes all types of ailments. It keeps you from receiving so many of your manifestations, and it simply lowers your vibration, and puts you in a bad mood. So my suggestion here is that you seek out the ways that you can relax, and you make relaxation a priority in your life. This is going to be a new spiritual practice for many of you because you have been taught from a very young age to always be doing, or learning, or thinking. And when you let go of the belief that you have to be engaging in some activity in order to be good, you will be able to allow in more of the good that is your natural self, your whole self. You are good, not because of what you do, or even because of what you think, but because you are source. And a master relaxes, because the master knows that they already are source and that there is nothing to prove to themselves or anyone else. And so, if you can make relaxation a part of your daily routine, and I know you can, then I suggest you do so that you can start to benefit from all that can come to you by virtue of the fact that you will not be in a state of resistance. You are meant to receive, and you are meant to receive most of the time. Your action can be useful and very productive, but it does not have to be what you use to judge yourself or the quality of your day. You can in fact choose to focus on your vibration instead, and in a state of relaxation, you will be aware of the gradual upliftment of your vibration. I promise you, you will. I am Saint Germain, keeper of the violet flame. sorceryofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.